We're there. Hey, Cade.
Yes, sir.
Cade, now we're there. All right. There's something we have to do, though. Here's the deal. Okay? Young Padawan that you are. First of all, you've been missed, Cade. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay? Secondly, if you don't do this, there'll be people calling and just they'll be lighting up the phones because we didn't do it.
The West Frankfort Redbirds are on the air.
Welcome, Redbird fans. Here, there, everywhere, and all around the planet. Right here at the Veterans Memorial Field. That's got an apostrophe. I just looked over there and saw that, Kate. It's got an apostrophe. I've been doing it without an apostrophe this whole time. Man, if I had an English teacher that remembers me, she's going to be mad.
What's the difference in the pronunciation?
Nothing. Sounds the same.
Oh.
Sounds the same. But we're going to make sure it's correct, all right?
Because
if you're going to come, you better come correct. Veterans Memorial Field, West Frankfort, Illinois, that's where we're at. We're in the bird's nest.
Because you said you've been saying it without an apostrophe. I thought you meant you've been... I was like,
when
what?
I say saying it, just...
Confuse me.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say, okay? I've been writing it that way the entire time, so I'm an idiot.
No, you're not. Don't sell yourself short, John.
Listen, that's not short at all. We are at Veterans Memorial Field. It is about 4:20 on this Monday afternoon, and it is a beautiful afternoon for softball. There are some clouds in the sky, not making it too warm. But it's not cold. Cade is actually in shorts today.
Yeah.
So, Cade, let's go ahead and get to some starting lineups.
Gotcha.
I am going to go with the Benton Rangerettes, the visiting Benton Rangerettes, 8-5 on this season, 2-1 in their division. Redbirds also 2-1 in the Southern Illinois River to River. So the winner of this game takes over second place there.
In the river?
In the river to river. Okay, so J.C. Webb is going to start out at shortstop and be in the one hole. Malia Webb is going to be at second base, and she's second in the lineup. Avery Thomas is going to bat third, and she's going to be in the circle. Marley Kluss is going to be at first base. She will bat in the cleanup spot there. McKenna Drew behind the dish, batting in the 5-hole. Lucy Giacconi is going to bat sixth, and she's going to play center field. Amelia Owens is going to bat seventh, and she'll be in right. Bella Miller is going to play third base, the hot corner down there, and she's in 8-hole. Michaela Shelton is going to be in the 9-hole, and she bats in left field. Now, I wonder if that's Reggie's daughter, and if it is, that's another cousin of mine. How about that? I got cousins all over the world, like just everywhere.
Yeah.
All right? One person that's not my cousin is John Homan, but John Homan here from this Southern Illinois, and we appreciate the coverage for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. Any coverage we can get for the birds is always good. Of course, when it's Benton and Frankfort, you send somebody out because you never know what's going to happen between the Rangers and the birds. Over there, Cade, you have
Redbird
the
starting
West
lineup.
Frankfort Lady Redbird starting lineup. Go ahead.
Yep, so batting leadoff and playing center field, we have Presley Trigolo. In the 2 spot, playing third, Michaela Joyner. Playing second and batting third, Reese James. Behind the plate, number 88, Lainey Dunston, who's been... Didn't she just hit a...
Tearing it up.
Hit a grand slam.
Hit a grand salami the other day, yeah.
And then Keaton Bates hitting fifth, playing right field as usual. Then Ashley Rolla in the 6th hole, playing shortstop. Annabelle Hawkins in the circle today, batting 7th. Then Jenna Deason out there in left, batting 8th. And Courtney Russell at first, batting 9th.
Excellent. Courtney Russell. Now, she normally 5, 6, 7. She's in the 9 hole. I actually talked to Coach Pearsall a little bit before the game, and she's not done anything wrong. She's not done anything to deserve. But the reason that she's moved down into that hole is last year she was in that hole and was tearing it up. So kind of return to those roots. You know what I mean? Get to where maybe the pitching is a little less in that particular situation. You know, they think the 9 hole hitter I can let up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I look for Courtney Russell today to have a big game offensively. I've got a feeling. You know what I mean? I don't know. Do want to spend a special Bird's Nest thank you to Presley Trigolo and Reese James. While Cade Patterson said, John, on you, I'm going somewhere else this weekend. They said, don't worry, John, we'll pick up where Cade left off and his deficiencies. I said, thank you, ladies. And they did a very commendable, even better job than you and I do. Here's the thing. I want to get real for just about 2 minutes, and then we're going to go to some softball. I need representation. I don't need representation. These young ladies need representation. And in today's day and age, it's even more important for a young lady to step up into this particular role and support the Birds. I'm looking for a young lady for next year's broadcast. I'm looking for a young lady to come in and represent these West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. I enjoy it, and it is the honor of my lifetime
It's fun
to represent them. Girls, you need your own representative. You need somebody. Maybe Presley Trigolo after her day in the booth. Maybe she's got an idea, and I mean, she might do that one day. She would be great at it. Reese James, same thing. These girls need representation. Bird's Nest is very proud to do it. We love to do it, and we're going to continue to do it. But I am imploring the ladies of West Frankfort, send us somebody. Come talk to me. We would be glad to chat with you about how you can become a part of the nest. Okay? All right, that's it. I'm off my high horse. And I'm not mad about it, okay? That's not it at all. It's more because I feel like this could be so much more than what we can offer. We can only offer so much in our man's perspective. All right? There's a lot to this that we just don't get because we're not girls. You know, and we don't understand kind of the emotional things that girls go through, that they're different waves than we are. And I feel like even if I get a partner up here that's a young lady, that would be great for me because it was just nice having a young lady here in the booth. But I say all that to say, let's do a good job today, Kay.
Hey, we will.
Oh, boy.
Always do.
We do.
Other than when it's rainy and cold like it was that one. We've still done a good job,
There are some things that happen sometimes. We do need to play a couple of commercials here. When we come back, okay, don't forget, we're in the Hopkins Law booth, all right, via Veterans Memorial Field by way of the Bird's Nest powered by the legendary WGGH. We'll see you in about 60.
West Frankfort is a special place. It is a small, thriving community in the heart of Southern Illinois. We are rich with traditions and opportunities. We were built around the coal mining industry, which formed a melting pot of nationalities. Our town is a wonderful place to raise a family, start a business, come to retire, or enjoy the simple life. West Frankfort City Hall is at 605 West Main Street. Their phone number is 618-932-3262. West Frankfort, Illinois. A rich past, a bright future.
I said 60 seconds. I lied. We're back. Okay.
What was that, like 30?
It was 30. It was 30. I am missing my Justin Jones. Listen, I'm going to have to go back and post either that or I'll have to create one now. And I just, I don't. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, man. I knew that there would be something that was forgotten in the transfer of the information, and that is what it is. Okay. Can you believe that?
I can't. It's a big one.
Boy, it is, too. Just
medicine shop? New sponsor?
No, that's actually a Marion thing.
Oh.
Okay. And I got several towns in here that we help out with, and so Marion is the medicine shop strikeout. So, but it is what it is. I'm going to try to look this up. Yeah, you know what? We'll be back as I look up this information. At least get Justin Jones on here so he doesn't yell at me. When you require dependable auto body repair, call the professionals at Gandy's Body Shop in West Frankfort. For 50 years and 3 generations, Gandy's has been the body shop you can trust.
dings, frame repair, and everything in between, our certified technicians have the experience to restore your vehicle using current techniques and tools, including Exalta Paint. At Gandy's, the customer always comes first, and quality is always important. Call us today for your free estimate. Gandy's Body Shop, West Frankfort, Illinois, celebrating 50 years.
B&J Construction. Over the past 20 years, we at B&J Construction have been part of the local Southern Illinois community and strive to make a difference in the lives of our employees, customers, and community. We're a full-service company with experience in both residential and commercial roofing, residential home buildings and renovations, commercial construction, and water and fire restoration services at 618-889-8531, 618-889-8531. That's B&J Construction.
Welcome back here on the Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH. Annabelle Hopkins in the circle for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. Talked about that in a little bit in the pregame, but she's out there now. I wasn't really listening because I was upset about Justin Jones.
Yeah.
So today we won't see the cool graphic. We'll get this one, but this is still a cool one. This is like his website
Just as
thing.
good.
No,
Not as just as good, but
not
you
just
know,
as
it'll
good.
play.
It'll play. Also, we're not going to have the Chad Bates cleanup hitter with the cool
Little truck or whatever it is.
whatever that was coming across. We'll miss that, but we'll tell you about it. Okay, I'm not gonna be derelict in that duty. I promise you that. Oh boy, man, I can't believe I did that, Kate. Can you believe I forgot something?
I cannot.
No,
It's not
man.
you.
Doesn't sound like me.
Nope.
Doesn't sound like me at all. No, man. Oh man.
Actually, I don't think you've ever forgotten anything on any of the things I've been with you on. Now, I did forget some stuff one time.
It happened. Listen, you're gonna forget stuff sometimes. It just happens. It does. And one thing I'm not gonna forget about though is J.C. Webb is the leadoff hitter for the
there.
Benton Rangerettes. Now 8-5 on the season. They've played. On paper, it's a pretty equal game. I might give the edge to the Birds. We're at home here. Also want to welcome into the broadcast today Ted the Legend Wren. Hi, Ted.
How you doing, bud?
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good too.
Okay.
First pitch from Hopkins on the way from the circle. That one a little low. Ball one to start things off here in the top of the first.
Ooh.
She'll walk back and reset. 1-0 pitch on the way here. That one up and away, ball two. Webb in a good hitter's count here to start things off.
Did you listen on Saturday at all, Cade?
No,
You
I
know-
was what was it? I was on that
you
family
were-
day in
Yeah, oh
Dubuque.
yeah, I know. I didn't know if you tuned in. I talked to Coach Joy Neal from Marion.
Ooh, that one got her inside.
Hit her right on the kneecap. I talked to her, and I was explaining to her that we'll make sure we try to get all the vernacular right. And she said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Well, for an example, like the pitcher's mound is actually a circle." And she said, "We call it the pitcher's mound."
Really?
Right.
So we've been
I
fooled.
don't know. I haven't talked to Tim Petrovich yet. I'm going to have a serious sit down with him and find out why he grilled that in me. But I take that with a grain of salt. I'm still going to call it a circle because
Okay.
it's a circle. And but she said it's okay if we do mess up. So,
Pitch on the way. Runner gets a good secondary lead over there. Dunston tries to look her back.
did look her back. Malia Webb up next for the Rangerettes. First two batters in this game, both named Webb.
4 balls to start things off here. That one right down the middle. Strike one.
I do want to thank Travis. Came over here from Benton, and it was a great conversation. Even though we are rivals in on the field, he appreciates the Bird's Nest, and he told us he listens and watches, and his daughters that play here on the Benton Rangerettes, they also like what we do. That hot shot out.
Oh, nice
to
snag by
left
Beasley
field.
out there.
Yeah.
Very nice snap.
That thing got caught up in the wind there and started to tail off. She took a good route to it, but last
Took
second,
a great route to it.
that thing tailed off, but able to make that snow cone grab out there and left.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's going to bring up Avery Thomas. One down, runner still on first.
Pitch from Hopkins. Bunt. Shows bunt. And the throw in the dirt low.
Closer than it looked, too.
Yep. Good kick by Raleigh there and tried to apply that tag. Good effort nonetheless there. But 0-1 to start things out here to Avery Thomas. Pitch from Hopkins. That one popped up.
I was ready, Cade.
You were. You were.
Teddy, I don't think was ready.
Is it going to rain?
Ready.
Teddy, you've never been ready. Come on.
Ready, Teddy?
Oh, boy. Teddy says
Ted the
he's
sled.
Teddy says he's ready.
Thing would have came down and hit you.
Like you do.
0-2 on the way to Thomas. That one in there for a Justin Jones Remax Realty strikeout.
Sorry, Justin. I'm sorry the thing doesn't come across all cool. Sorry. That bugs me. That really does. That's one of those oversights, and you try to cross every T and dot every I, and every once in a while, life happens, I guess.
Number 11, is that J.C. Webb? Yeah. Or what?
That is not. That is number 7 is Marley Kluss.
No, over there at second.
Second is, yes, that's Webb. J.C. Webb.
Aggressive secondary leads out there. Mm-hmm. The pitch to Kluss. That one hit out to center
Trigolo
field.
all day.
Yep.
Can of corn, baby. Can of
Get there.
corn.
Good catch.
Very nice hit to start this top of this inning, but wasted by the Rangerettes. It's going to be nothing. Birds have not hit yet. Be coming up in the bottom half of the first inning. My name's John.
I'm Cade.
I'm Ted.
There we go. That's the crew right here. The Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH.
Pitch anyway.
We're back, by the way, Kate.
Okay.
I didn't say hit by pitch. I said a hit. I was wrong.
Okay.
The Rangers got hit
Yeah.
by a pitch,
Right there on the
but
elbow.
they did not hit a pitch.
No.
Still no hits for the Benton Rangerettes after a half. Coming up for the Redbirds, Trigolo and Joyner. And in the 3-hole today is
That
James.
is Reese James.
Okay. Now, we won't be seeing Keaton Bates. She twisted her ankle
I saw
the
she was
other
on
day.
crutches. She was on the lineup there, so who's in right?
Was she?
Yeah.
Let me see. Where's the thing?
It's right there, yeah. Keaton Bates, number 5.
Who was it? Was it Bates? No. It was Allie Blades.
Blades.
Blades is the one.
Blades was one guy.
Maybe she was just messing with me. But that was it.
I saw her with crutches.
So did I. She was messing with us. Way to go, Keaton, you meanie. You meanie. Check it out there. You still see it on your screen. That's what's going on. We're going to come back here in the bottom of the first inning. And happy birthday, Sarah Michelle Gellar. Huh? You know who that is?
I do not.
I think that's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought it was a viewer of the Bird's Nest.
No. We find famous people and we put them as a thank you or happy birthday. I've said happy birthday to Beyonce and to Mariah Carey.
I gotcha.
And to Dr. James Parkinson, who's been dead for like 200 years. We just, just some fun, just some funness to. We would like a Redbird birthday club.
You gonna put mine on there on April 27th?
For sure.
There you go.
I'll definitely do cruise. Oh boy!
I was born first.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born like a minute earlier.
Okay. I didn't know. I don't have a twin, so. Ball's outside. Trigolo gets herself a good count here. 2-0, 3-0 now the count after the third straight ball.
Yeah, looking to get on here, start things off nicely.
Had a great conversation with Presley, not only during the game, but a little bit in the in between. We got to talk a little bit about college and her dreams and what she kind of the things that she's going to be doing. And she's such an articulate young lady. She's also a huge fan of her sister, which that's awesome to see. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't fake. I mean, she was cheering, and she said, "I don't want to cheer loud in the microphone." I said, "Cheer as loud as you want to." Slap that one out
slapped
towards.
hard. Ooh, just missed that Jeep
It
over
did.
there.
It did. All foul balls into the parking lot brought to you by our friends at Gandy's Body Shop, 618-932-6979.
Thomas, 3-2 count.
Yeah. That ball was just outside. He wanted to call
Yeah,
it.
you could see the
Yeah,
hand
well,
there.
it was right there. It was right there. Like, he's looking at it. He's marking. He knows.
Yeah,
And we've had this crew before, and they are solid. So,
I think this was the crew for
well,
the game.
I say solid. Fetty is kind of on the bubble, we'll say, but
out there at second.
you can say that about lifelong friends. Up next, Michaela Joyner. Joyner,
Trello's going to take off for second.
the recipient of the Player of the Week Orthopedic Institute there from our friends at River Radio. And so how awesome is that to see a Redbird getting honored?
Yeah, I think we
That
had
was awesome.
one
She was
during.
like 40. She was like 43% of the
Really?
vote or something.
Wow.
She ended up just destroying the competition. Good secondary lead by Trigolo. Doesn't lead to a stolen base there, but she's ready.
She deserves it.
She absolutely deserved it, Teddy. I got to bring Teddy's mic back. He couldn't hear himself there, but now he'll be able to hear him. Now they'll be able to get you, Teddy.
All right.
Oh boy. Tries to lay that bunt down, and it goes foul. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, she was close there. Just came off the end of the bat there.
I think it was ball 3. So, I mean, I'm not. It's kind of water under the bridge at this point, but you never want to give away strikes, especially with a team as good as the Rangerettes.
Definitely have to be efficient here.
That ball's in the dirt. 3-1 the count.
You can tell that Trigolo on the back of that catcher's mind, maybe on the front of it.
Everybody's
yeah,
mind.
but
They know she's fast. They know she's committed to Johnny Logan. I mean, that's slapped out towards left. Jim Pearsall,
Foul.
instead of making a play, ducks out of the way. Oh boy, coach.
Yeah, it says it up there.
I'm gonna
Johnny Logan commit.
I'm going to forgive him.
Did you see those, John?
Yeah.
The banners.
Yes, we talked about it this weekend.
Yeah.
What I talked about was how we don't have one for you and me. Like he should at least get one for Cade Patterson Sr.
Yeah.
JRT. He's probably out fighting crime right now. So no, he's right over there on the bench. There he is.
Crime
Slap
fighting dog.
foul.
Ooh, that Jeep finally took one there
It
off.
took one off the back right quarter panel. Remember, if there's a dent or a ding, don't be afraid. Call your friends at Gandy's.
Luckily, that thing took a healthy bounce there before
It did, and it hit the rubber part of the bumper,
It'll be fine.
It'll be all right. Little character for your vehicle. Slaps it out towards third base. It's picked up, tossed across.
She'll eat that
It
one.
is not going to be
Nice
tossed across.
base hit.
Joyner.
I figured she tossed that
Yeah.
thing across, but Joyner was already past the bag.
She dug that one out over there at first. Runners at first and third. Nobody out here. Reese James at the plate.
First hit of the game by either team comes in the bottom of the first inning on an infield single by Michaela Joyner. Reese James up to the plate. Also in the booth the other day was Reese James for game number 1, and they're so sweet. They're not like us.
Ooh, Joyner's going
Not-
to take off there. Gets in there at second.
Not to quote Kendrick Lamar, but they not like us. They not like us. Was good, wasn't it? Thank you, Cade. Thank you, Cade. You know it was, right? You know it was.
It was something.
All right. 1-0 or 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss by James.
It's a healthy cut there.
It was. It was. I did ask Presley if there was anything pregame that she had to do or eat or you know what I mean, if there's a rhythm that you have to get into. But she didn't have anything specific. There was no socks she had to wear or
That
puts
one's
that
up.
one down. She tries to bunt it. It's going to be fouled behind home plate. Falls harmlessly to the ground and going to give her another chance. James now with a 1-2 count.
She'll look to choke up on the bat here, shorten up, and put this one in play here with two runners in scoring position.
15 pitches so far by Thomas.
That one back at us here in the Hawkins Law booth.
Make that
Harmless.
16 pitches, and there's not been an out yet. We like that. We like those numbers.
Not a great start here for the Rangerettes.
Well,
I mean, could be worse.
it could be worse. They don't have any runs across yet,
Yeah.
so I mean, that's something to be said for that. But then pretty soon you're not going to have anywhere to put anybody.
1-2 count. That one.
Lifted out to right, going to fall hard. That's going to
Yeah,
fall
falls.
in. That's a CNI single. Reese James trying to take second.
She is in there. Good hustle by James
She
there to
is.
turn that single into a double there.
The blue didn't say.
That's going to be the first run of the ball game for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds on a single stretched into a double by Reese James. Up next, our SI maintenance cleanup hitter, Laney Dunston. If you need some yard maintenance this spring or this summer, give our friend Chad Bates a call at 618-218-5470.
Yeah, I didn't think that one was going to get down over there in shallow right, but it ended up smacking the ground.
I saw the way the right fielder kind of didn't charge immediately. Yeah. I knew it was going to be in between the second baseman and her, but she didn't charge in enough at all off the initial contact from the bat to close the distance to make the play.
I'm sure they'll pitch around Dunston cautiously here, nibble around the corners.
Mm-hmm. Now, you don't want to put something meat level high like that. Gets underneath it. It looks like the catcher gonna be there to make the play. First out of the inning comes by way of F2. Up next, Keaton Bates, the shyster. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Chad, before the game, she was out there with the I think she was just trying to fake out the Benton Rangerettes. I think she was just practicing with the crutches. I don't know. Scared me though. Puts a charge into that one. It's going to go out of play.
Misses field number 5.
Yep, towards the junior high field there.
You know, I found out what that field was called one day when I was out here. I
Yeah.
saw it, and I've just blanked on it. It's not
like
field number 5, though.
No, it's Smith. It's maybe
something
Greg
W.
Smith.
It's something Smith.
I don't know.
Greg Smith is now in four.
That one in there, strike 2. 0-2 count here on Bates.
Say
One
that
away.
again. What'd you say, Teddy?
Greg Smith is number 4.
Number 4? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to walk down there. I don't know. I knew it when I was down there, but I've slept since then, Cade. 0-2 is the count.
Ooh.
In the dirt.
Tried to catch her off guard with that one.
That's the one you swing 10 minutes before it gets there. Just kind of drops right off the planet. Keaton Bates, good eye. Now, she brought in that soft stuff. Does she bring that heat now on the inside corner, try to get her jammed up?
Up and away there.
Just a little bit above the letter high there on that pitch. Evens up the count 2-2.
Just 2 hits here. And the top half of the first. 1 run across. 2-2 count to Bates with 1 away. That one up. Good job by that catcher to
Up and
frame
out.
that one.
Yeah, that was a good frame job. I'm not sure where it missed according to where she ended up with that ball. That's always kind of deceiving, too. A great catcher will make you second guess what you thought that pitch was. And that's what that design is for, you know?
That one low but called. Strike 3 there. Keaton Bates takes the strikeout looking there. And that'll give us 2 outs here.
Hopefully put a fire under Bates, too, because, she probably didn't agree with that call. But
Rolla.
the Rangers didn't agree with ball 3 either, so.
Rolla up to the plate here. Sun peeking out now. 2 runners on.
Until the sun comes up on Veterans Memorial Field. Huh? That was pretty good, right?
Voice of an angel, John.
Thank you. Thank you. I did get a degree in music, so not a very good one, but.
That one inside. That's ball 2. They're on Ashley Rolla. Thomas looking to get out of here with only 1 run.
Oh, she'd like. Boy, they
Yeah.
like that, and the Rangerettes would like nothing more than to put this rally to bed for the Birds. Rolla puts that ball to third base, toss across. That's the out that they were looking for, but the damage was done. 1 run across for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. 1-2-0. Okay, that's what we got there in the bottom half of the first. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary WGGH.
IBEW Local 702 and International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers has more than 4,500 members. Working men and women in hard hats, steel-toed boots, and leather gloves scattered throughout the heartland. Making a living while making the heartland a better place to live. IBEW Local 702 represents construction workers, tree trimmers, broadcast engineering, telephone company, and power utility personnel. IBEW Local 702 with offices in West Frankfort.
At Rent One, we know that so much depends on you, from providing a good night's sleep to giving your family the best in life, from keeping up with the laundry to keeping up with your budget. That's why Rent One allows you to buy now and pay later on name brand appliances, electronics, and more. We're here for you, so you can be there for them. Visit shoprentone.com to find a location near you. Use promo code STREAM and pay $99 for your first month.
Welcome back here on the legendary WGGH. Time for the top of the second inning. And Cade Patterson.
Hopkins' first pitch on the way in the top of the second. That one. Beautiful pitch there.
Man, that's tough. That is a tough pitch right there.
Yeah.
Golly.
Took something off it there and gets strike one nonetheless. Redbirds had a good inning in the top of the first. Could have done some more damage. Left some
Right.
runners
Had
on.
runners on first,
Yeah.
or the second and third with nobody out, or that one straight up behind us.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
yep.
in the center of
Man,
the.
they were close to having the back windshield busted.
Well, yeah,
out
but
there.
that's right in the Prius hood, and that Prius hood is made of just a soda can, so
They might need Gandies.
they might need Gandies. Everybody needs Gandies. What are you talking about?
0-2 now. Hopkins has her on the ropes. That one hit out to third hard. Throw from Joyner across there to Russell.
Good job.
Caught over there at first, and that'll be out number one.
Nice grounding.
Yep. That one was hit on the
do have our
screws.
Sam C. Mitchell replays today, so anytime we want to take a look at those, Kate, we can. You just let me know. I'll be glad to get it up there for
Will
you.
do. Pitch from Hopkins with one away. Close.
You got to get that call.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I dropped my soda, Cade.
Where'd it go?
It went down on the ground. It's okay.
Was the lid
Normally,
on
my
it?
daughter is around, but I think she's disappeared into the park somewhere. She really enjoys coming to these games just to be at the park, you know, just to breathe some different air.
Maybe she could be the
Maybe.
commentator.
That is a possibility. We've discussed that, but
she like
she's
doing it?
11. She's 11.
Yeah.
Kate, I want to let her grow up first, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to let her kind of make that decision on her own as she gets older, but she knows that Dad's here, and if she ever needs anything, I'll be here to help her. And if she doesn't, she does now. 2-1 the count.
That is to Giaccone.
Giaccone.
Okay. And that one, just a little
Benton coach kind of got out of the way of that one there. Didn't want
soft little foul ball over there.
to make an attempt at it. Hey, Skyler. Right down there is my soda. I dropped it.
Hopkins has Giaccone. 2-2 with one away. Pitch, the wind. And that one low and inside in the dirt. Stopped by Dunston there. Makes things 3-2 here.
Knocks this out at full.
Yep. How many pitches is that for Hopkins now?
She's at 19 pitches on the game.
19, okay. That one fouled off to the left side.
It's going to go over there by
Yep.
Brett James. Brett James, he is the starting lineup sponsor. He's also one of the graphics that got left in the wayside. But
Oh, my.
Don't worry, Brett's not as mean, okay? But Brett's not as mean as Justin, it doesn't seem. I don't know. Although Justin is donating $1 for every strikeout. So
Really? Maybe
Brett-
another one here.
Brett James isn't doing that.
Picked up at third base by Joyner. Nice throw across to first. 2 up, 2 down. For Annabelle Hopkins and the Lady Redbirds.
Good shot. Good play there by Joyner. She's
Yeah, like Ted was saying, way to stay with that.
2-2 on this half inning for her down there at third base. 2 chances and 2 outs.
2 really hard hit ground balls as well.
Amelia Owens steps into the plate for the Benton Rangerettes.
0-1 or 0-0 pitch is popped up. Over there on that right side, over there at second, Reese James has that one.
Tracked it the whole way.
3 up, 3 down. Quick inning there for the Lady Redbirds. And Bill Hopkins will head back into the dugout. And I believe we have, let's see, Hopkins coming up to hit next. So
You should have Hopkins.
then Russell, and then
No, Hopkins, and then there'll be
Decent Russell.
Decent, and then Russell. That's what we got coming up. We'll be back in the bottom of the second here in just a minute on the legendary WGGH. Welcome back here on the Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH. And there's that. Okay. There's that.
are we back?
We are back.
Okay.
I said that, didn't I?
I thought you were doing like a little test run or something.
No. That's why I said we're back, but it's all good.
We're back.
We're back. Hopkins steps into the box for the Birds. Hopkins with the ponytail. They all got those long ponytails.
2 scoreless innings now for Hopkins.
Yes, sir.
And she's going to foul
Puts
that
one
one
out into the...
Oh,
that one
good.
sounded solid.
Yep, solid hit over there.
I don't know, but boy, oh boy, tough one right there. Gandy's Body Shop in West Frankfort.
Call over.
I hate it, but it's the, it is one of the perils of being out here. That pitch about let her high. She swings right through it. It's going to bring the count to 0-2.
Have a good swing there. Just needs to get things going a little earlier.
Yep.
Pitch from Thomas. Hit out towards left center. Under that, the left fielder. She'll run up there. Almost overruns it, but makes the grab there out and left.
Yep. Good adjustion there at the end.
Yep.
Or
Hopkins will
adjustment,
head
I
back
should
into
say.
the dugout and get ready to go up there for another inning. And that'll bring Jenna Deason up to the plate. Left fielder in today's action. Pitch from Thomas on the way. Inside, ball 1.
Deason, Russell, Trigolo.
Did you hear what that coach said?
What do you say?
He said, Benton's coach said, umpire's got 20/20 vision from 3 feet away, so make sure you keep it close. I didn't think that was a questionable call, but 2-0.
Well, encouragement is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And every coach shows encouragement in different ways, so.
Good cut.
I was ready.
You always are.
Not every time, but that time. Could have
I'm
been.
surprised the 2 foul balls we've had back here haven't set off the little thing on your phone yet.
Yeah. Well, they haven't hit this fence directly. When they hit that fence directly, that ball's just a little bit high.
3-1 count now. Decent in the driver's seat in this at-bat.
For sure.
Pitch from Thomas on the way.
Walker.
Decent gonna draw a walk there. She'll head over to first. And that'll bring up Courtney Russell, first baseman, in today's action. She'll be batting 9th. Moving from 7th, I believe.
As Cade Patterson does something very high school and checks his phone.
I had to see who was texting me.
Well, yeah, I get that. I just like it.
Charge put into that one, but too high over there. Left
Gonna
fielder
fall.
chase.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gonna-
drops.
Gonna fall to the turf.
Left fielder on a horse over there, heading towards that one. Comes up short, though.
Those are always tough down the line. Those foul balls, they're trailing away from you anyway. That's a tough play to make for any outfielder.
Yeah.
Gave it a good chase, but Russell lives to fight another strike or two.
0-1 pitch on the way, one away, one at first.
Steve, right, called on the outside corner.
She'll look to
Come on, Courtney.
move this one over
Come
right
on, Courtney.
side, get
Let's
that
go,
runner
Bug.
on the run.
Let's go. She's setting up on the outside corner for this one.
That one.
Hey, it hit.
Too far outside
Listen,
there.
it hit the mark.
Yeah.
That's the thing about that pitch.
That's where she wanted it.
It's exactly where she wanted it, but she set up off the plate.
Yeah, a lot of times you get someone 0-2, you kind of have a pitch or two there. That you not necessarily
Look,
you
she's
can
in
waste.
the same spot.
Yeah.
She's in the same spot.
That one cued out to a shallow
That's
center.
gonna get
down and
It's going to get
past
past
the center
the
fielder.
center fielder.
Around second. And now coming home, that's decent. And she'll score. Russell there, good 0-2 hitting. Shortens up, hits out at center field. Got past the center fielder, and that brought
See,
home decent.
My question is, do we call that an error on the center fielder?
I think you would.
I don't think you would. I think you call that a hit.
I call
It's a
it
hit.
Texas
It's-
Where you would maybe have the error is that
when
ball
she
got
advanced,
past
yeah.
her.
Yeah,
gotta
definitely.
That's a tough one there to make. I'm looking at John.
Texas rigger. That's Texas.
Yeah.
Oh, so I did have it right. Okay.
Oh, you did?
Well,
And that
good.
bunts down. Trigolo easily going to make it over there. And it throws over the head of the first baseman, Kluss. That'll bring her run Russell, and Trigolo strolls into second.
And the same thing on that one there. That is a hit and an
Yeah.
error.
And that'll be 3-0 now, Redbirds. And that'll bring up Michaela Joyner.
So what was a pretty lackluster first inning, now the Birds only one out, 2 runs across, and
Yeah.
their fastest lady at second base and one of their hottest hitters up at the dish.
Making up for those runners left on in that top half of the first.
Yes.
That one cued out there, caught by the third baseman. Joyner just tried to tap that one over there to the left side. Got under it, and that'll bring up Reese James. Second baseman, who's 1 for 1 with an RBI in today's game.
Nice. Good fact. You know what? You're gonna be okay at this.
I hope so.
If not, you can always come back here and be bad with us.
Yeah.
Badger ball.
And that one's going to get past. Trigolo takes off.
Well, yeah,
She'll
she
take
is.
third.
I did ask her if she has the green light. And
Automatic.
well, you can go back and listen, folks, if you want for her answer. But let's just say I don't think if she were to take off, anybody would say anything. Joyner James this year with a 450 batting average.
450. Wow.
Yep, 450. Do you know who the top batting average on the team is?
I'd assume it's Joyner.
It's Joyner.
That one smacked it behind us. Ooh.
As my cousin Phil didn't even move. He's drinking his diet beverage over there and didn't move. Phil, that is disappointing, man.
See the one sitting on the table?
No, he's the one leaning on the fence. He
Oh,
always
I
wears
gotcha.
the sleeveless shirts with no muscles, you know. That's us.
Down and inside there to James.
3-1 the count
Yeah,
now.
she works it to a 3-1. And what's the tally on the pitches we've got so far?
47.
James smacks that one out to right field. It's going to get down in front of the right fielder. And that'll be an RBI single for Reese James. 2 for 2 so far with 2 RBIs.
She is getting better as the season goes along. That Reese James is. Up next, our SI maintenance cleanup hitter, Lainey Dunstan. One thing I like about our seats is we have a great view. One
We
thing I
do.
don't like about mine is I'm
you're
I'm
kinda
skewed
cattywampus.
from home plate. So some of these calls, I think, man, that's not what I would have called. But I'm not directly behind in that eyesight. So
Dunstan's going to look this to a 2-0 count. 2 away. Runner on first, Reese James.
Teddy, you still there?
Yep.
Okay.
Strike one gets in there. Ted, you ready for your top half of the third?
Top of the third with Teddy. That's my most favorite time is top of the third with Teddy. We turned it the other day into top of the third, then the top of the fourth, and the top of the fifth. But with you here today,
Ooh. She'll get out on that one. That was a hard hit ground ball.
it was. Birds do some damage, though. Let's check out the line score. 3 and 1, right? 3 in the second, 1 in the first, 4, 5, 0. 2 errors so far is all the Rangerettes have in that little columns, those columns that we can put. No runs, no hits yet, so you know what that means. We'll be back. We're just going to leave it right here. I'm going to run down there for just a second. I'm going to let you and Teddy talk for just a second, and I'll be back to run this scoreboard for you in just a second. This is the legendary WGGH.
Have me in the lineup.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Me and Ted in here in the booth right now. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing good.
Having fun?
I always have fun.
That's good. There's your lineup for the
lineup for the Rangers.
for Benton.
Thank you very much.
What are your thoughts on the start of the game so far?
Pretty good game so far.
Yeah,
At least they're
Redbirds
taking
offense is
advantage.
on it. Up 4-0.
That's why I like to see it.
Yeah, it's taken a long time to get through these 2 innings, didn't it?
Yeah, seems like it.
Already like 5:02. It's Hopkins back out there. She, I don't have her pitches. John would have that. It's over here somewhere. I'll look. Let's see.
Bella Miller.
21 pitches. That's what Hopkins has so far. Not sure about Thomas. Here we go, Ted.
Bella Miller up the plate.
Yep, Ted on play-by-play.
Blues got to get big. 2 bases.
You know how to put them in, right?
Pitch from Hopkins on the way.
Nice.
Trigolo there. Let's get a replay on that one, John.
Replay.
Yeah. Gets out there and left center tracks that one down.
Wow.
Especially,
Really good catch out there.
this is not muddy out there by the fences. I mean, this time.
What a play. Wow.
1 away now for Annabelle Hopkins.
Michaela Shelton. Ball inside, strike. Inside cut corner.
Yep. Strike 1 there from Hopkins to Shelton. That one in there as well. Strike 2 on the inside. 0-2 count for Hopkins. Has Shelton against the wall here. And that one swung and a miss on strike 3. Justin Jones, a Remax strikeout. There for Annabelle Hopkins, her second of the game. 2 up, 2 down rather quickly for the West Frankfort Redbirds.
J.C. Webb, number 11, shortstop.
That's right, Ted. Last time up, she walked, or was hit by a pitch rather.
Yeah. Strike. Ball inside.
Yep, Ted. That one, a little in the dirt there. Good job by Dunston to corral it, though.
She told me today she's ready to throw him out.
Is she?
Yeah. She's been waiting for one.
That one popped up behind us. That will Did it hit that Prius again? That one's already been hit once today. I think it just missed the hood of it.
As long as that gets it in my Jeep, I'll be all right.
Close pitch there by Hopkins.
2-2.
But it'll be called ball 2, and that'll make things even here. 2-2, 2 away.
2-2-2-2.
Yep, deuces all around.
Oh, outside.
Hopkins attempts to get her to chase there. All to no avail, as Webb has a good eye there. Looks things to a 3-2 full count. Now that one popped up. Shallow left field, decent, providing chase. Ooh, misses that one.
Good effort.
And that'll be, you call that an error, Ted?
Huh?
Is that an error? Yep.
Yep.
Left field, error on the left fielder, decent over there.
Shatting glove and drop.
She made a really good play earlier. I think it was last inning. Yep.
Last thing, caught that ball.
Yeah, that one that tailed over there to the left side made a snow cone grab over there. But 3-2, 2 away here. Pitch from Hopkins. Hit out to right field this time. Bates gets a slow beat on it, gets through and goes past. She'll get that ball into the cutoff. Webb, actually second. Webb will get into third.
She's good fast.
And that'll bring Malia Webb up, I believe. Yep.
Sister.
What is it?
She's seen the other one.
She sees one that says hit somewhere. It's that one.
I don't know.
Hold on, Ted. You can take this. Huh?
Strike.
Ranger is it?
Inside.
Strike.
You're good. All right, I'm back. Now Hopkins, 0-1 count to Webb. That one skied behind us. Harmless foul ball out there. No one's going to need Gandy's. Oh, 2 count to Webb now. Tying away there. 1-2 from Hawkins on the way. Stroked out to right center. That one is going to hit the wall. That'll bring 1 run in. Webb around second. She's headed for third. Throw in from James, and they'll get her at third. What a throw. Good work out there to get the ball into the cutoff. Huh? That was James, yeah. Reese James was that. Was it? It was, right?
Nice play. You only got one.
2 hits, get across there, but only 1 run scored there for the Rangerettes. We'll move into the bottom half of the third, but we'll be right back on the legendary WGGH.
West Frankfort is a special place. It is a small, thriving community in the heart of Southern Illinois. We are rich with traditions and opportunities. We were built around the coal mining industry, which formed a melting pot of nationalities. Our town is a wonderful place to raise a family, start a business, come to retire, or enjoy the simple. West Frankfort City Hall is at 605 West Main Street. Their phone number is 618-932-3262. West Frankfort, Illinois. A rich past.
Hi, everybody. John Odell back with Ted the Legend Wren and Cade Patterson. Listen, I left the nest. It was 4-0.
What'd you leave for?
Well, one thing is what we talked about earlier, that representation.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
and Skylar is learning.
Yeah. She's done a good job on it.
And here's the thing. If I stand over the top, like I'm a micromanager in ways, I'll be over her saying, do this, do that. I have to do that with Ted already, okay? Ted did some training and did a great job on Saturday training on the computer. Good job, Ted.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome, Ted. Like, I need a guy to be able to run this so that I can go talk to the people and do those bird's nesty things that have to happen. Because, you know, a lot of the people that would like to support and be a part of us are here supporting the Redbirds already, so... Starting here in the bottom of the third inning, Keaton Bates had that really good throw.
Oh, yeah. And then the relay by James to nab the runner at third
Well,
over there.
it's textbook. That's the way
Yeah.
you draw it up. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. 2-0 is the count.
I thought it was a nice way to rebound from that ball that got past her over there and right as well.
For sure. And you know she's frustrated with it.
Yeah.
She'd like to make that catch. You lay out and make that catch. You know, it's kind of, I don't know. If you're not going to make it, you got to do that.
Oh.
Ball goes off the
Base
bat.
hit.
That is a fair ball.
Bates will
ball
get in
hits
there.
back.
Down the third base line. As we check out this Sam C. Mitchell replay, that ball hits off the third base bag, pops up into the air. Shortstop tracks it down, but not before. Well, not before Keaton Bates at first. Ashley Ralla steps in.
We have 0 for 1 is Rolla. Hopkins on deck.
I don't think she's going to have much more room for any more stickers.
Yeah, there's a lot on there. It's that one really far inside.
I asked Coach if we could get a sticker for doing this. He said we had to be at all the rest of the games if we wanted to get a sticker.
My.
Well, I'm going to do it, though.
You are?
I'm going to do it so I can get a sticker. I want a sticker right here on this that says Lady Redbirds. I want that. And if I've got to earn it, that's what I'm going to do. Listen, today's day and age, people don't want to take what it really takes to earn what you get. You know what I mean? They don't go through all of that. They want the easy way there. It's an age of satisfaction and not of action. Ralla puts that ball into the air. It's going to go out.
Ooh.
And I'm watching just like you are. That nearly was a collision out there between the. I'm going to see which is that the second baseman and the right fielder.
Malia Webb and Ted. Can I see that?
I have no idea how she held on to that ball.
Yeah, great job out there.
What a nice play by the Rangerettes.
Right field is, what is it? Is it 7? No, not 7, but 3?
9.
9? Okay.
9 is right field
So
Owens
7, 8, 9,
and Webb. Yeah, came together. I'm not sure who made that catch. I think it may have been Webb.
Webb made catch.
Yeah, I believe she did.
Yeah, she did.
It was a nice play.
Yeah. Ooh, another one of those pitches there. The look on the pitcher's face doesn't seem like it's a purposeful pitch. I wonder if it's...
No, that's a purposeful pitch, but it's supposed to be just a little bit higher. I mean, you don't want to bounce it in there. Nobody ever purposefully bounces it in there.
That one ripped.
Ooh.
It could also be a setup pitch too.
For something like that.
For something like that, you know. I mean,
and disrupts the timing of Hopkins.
Yes, that is exactly it. This is a cat and mouse game, and it's these pitchers work on these pitches where they go, how they come off the fingertips, and which way they trail. I'm telling you.
Thomas has Hopkins 1-2 here, and gets rung up there.
Frankfort fans not happy. Benton fans are happy. That's the right call, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I didn't see anything too terribly wrong with that
No,
call.
it was one. It's that same pitch that bounced in the dirt, but this time she was able to hold on to the strike zone, according to the umpire, and get the second out of the inning.
That'll bring up decent though. That ball gets behind the catcher. That is Drew. And advancing to second is Keaton Bates. Redbirds' lone base runner of the inning so far.
For those of you watching from your phones, if you can, get to a large screen TV, please. because we do put up some facts every once in a while. We do put up some information, and if you're watching on your phone, it doesn't translate very well. Now, you can
can't
hear
see
and
it.
you can see the action a little bit. Out here, we're still working the internet angle, working with ForSci-Wi to get us a stable internet connection so that we can bring a little more equipment in and start doing a few different things than we're doing now. But for the meantime, that pitch is going to be up and into the stands for the Rangers.
Man, I would not want to catch one of those
They
barehanded.
did not make the play. They did not make the play. Have not seen a play made in the stands yet tonight. So, listen, first fan I see that catches a foul ball, I'm giving a Drew's Doghouse dog to him, okay? Because I have a whole bunch of them, and balls on the inside.
I've never had a
3-1.
Drew's dog.
You never had one?
No. Where's that at?
He's here in West Frankfort. He's
like a food truck?
He's a food truck.
Okay.
And he works different things. Summertime, he'll be out at Carterville, I think, every evening selling concessions for those folks. That's a foul tip at the plate.
Tipped off the catcher's mask.
Yeah, bring this count to full.
Yeah, I know those probably don't hurt, but probably a little scary. See a large neon yellow softball coming back at your face.
I think you become numb to it after a while.
Yeah.
I mean, the protective gear that they have is awesome.
Very good, yeah.
And so it absorbs shocks and does. Notice how it's not against her head there.
One ripped out towards center.
Hey,
that
hey,
is
hey.
gone.
Home run, baby.
Decent.
That's a Drew's Doghouse dinger is
Gets
what
a
that
hold of
is.
that one. That is my first home run I've seen this year.
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Put her name right now in the comments. Jenna Deason. Remember that name because she's going to hit some more of those in her high school career.
Is that her first one ever?
I don't think so.
Man, she got into
it
that
didn't
thing.
look like it because she knew how to run the bases and celebrate with her team and go to the dugout. So
I didn't know if she had hit one in high school yet.
I don't know, but she has now.
And she has gotten a lot better as the seasons went on.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did talk to her dad down there, and in one of your absences, I'm going to have Preston up here with me. I look forward to sitting down with a former high school classmate and getting to kind of chew the fat up here and
Chew the fat.
Discuss a little more intricately about these young ladies. That's a Gandy's Body Shop foul ball into the
right on that cracked that headlight.
into the parking lot. That is a cracked headlight, possibly.
I think it is, isn't it?
It's possibly. If it is a cracked headlight, don't forget, go to your friends at Gandy's. Seriously, 618-932-6979. Give them a call. They'll be glad to help take care of you.
I wonder if these hitters feel bad after that.
No.
I mean, it's not that's what they have to do.
No.
It'd be funny if they took like their parents' windshield out or something. 0-1 to Russell. Ooh, that one nabs her there in the side.
That came down her, bro.
She got it. She got it. OBP, baby. OBP.
That'll bring Trigolo up. Not who you want to see if you're the Rangerettes here. After giving up 3 runs here in the bottom half of the third.
6-1 is the scorecade. 71 pitches for the pitcher of record. I need my roster over there, Teddy, if you don't mind. There we go. Thomas. I knew that. I didn't want to say it and miss it
I think
up.
it was Avery Thomas.
I would hate to mess that up. I had messed up names before, and listen, parents got a lot invested in these kids for me to mess up their names. Steve Wright called right there on the outside corner.
Center cut by Thomas there.
Center cut? I thought it was a little that way. Maybe.
I think with the
With my
when
angle?
you kind of like run out of the box, like how, the slap hit or whatever that's
Yep.
called, kind of makes it look like that. But
I gotcha.
it was right over the plate. A little high, maybe.
No. I think it was a good pitch.
No, yeah. I was saying a little high to be center cut, maybe.
There you go.
But 1-1 now, 2
But
away.
doesn't center cut mean like down the middle?
Probably, I don't know.
Okay.
I think now we're just getting into it too much.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. My first want moment in a minute.
That one poked over there left side, picked up by, is that James Trigolo over there?
Yeah.
Was that James?
Yep, picked
Yeah,
up.
okay.
Good job, James.
Yep, she's taking it.
I'm really trying to get James to get us a game against when the season is over against these Lady Redbirds. A parent
Ooh, that one
kind
sat
of hung
there.
up there.
That's going to get down. And, collision for second. That's going to get by. Russell's going to round third. And she'll come
She's
home.
gonna go home. No, she's not.
I thought she was. in there at third with a triple for Trigolo.
Wow. I really expected her to go home on that,
I did
test that
too.
arm.
I did too.
I mean, you're up 6 at that point.
I think she would have beat it.
Possibly it takes a good throw to get her. She's got the momentum. The Rangerettes would have taken a perfect throw to catch her at home plate.
But you also have Joyner coming up here, so you don't want to.
True dat.
You don't want
Cade,
to give her that
I
opportunity.
am absolutely behind what you're saying.
I'm sure they're situational about that all that stuff. I think. As pitcher Avery Thomas calls for a new pitch, or new call rather.
75 pitches in.
As I see 2 Rangerettes going out there to warm up.
Yeah.
Ball 1 to Joyner. Second pitch on the way. That one skied out to shallow left, and Shelton right under that one
Can of corn, they say.
to end a very long, very painful bottom of the third.
If you're a Rangerette fan, it is. 3 runs there for the Birds. 3 runs in the bottom of the third, 3 runs in the bottom of the second, and 1 run in the bottom of the first. 7, 8, and 0 are what the Birds are at. 1, 1, and 2 for the Benton Rangerettes. And 1 hit on the game is all they got. We'll be back in about 60 seconds right here on the legendary WGGH.
When you require dependable auto body repair, call the professionals at Gandy's Body Shop in West Frankfort. For 50 years and 3 generations, Gandy's has been the body shop you can trust. Dings, frame repair, and everything in between, our certified technicians have the experience to restore your vehicle using current techniques and tools, including Axalta paint. At Gandy's, the customer always comes first, and quality is always important. Call us today for your free estimate. Gandy's Body Shop, West Frankfort, Illinois, celebrating 50 years.
Oh, really?
All right.
3-0 baseball.
We are back 3-0 right now for the Birds up on Bill McKee Field here at the West Frankfort City Park.
Right,
So a
run
lot
up
of
there.
action going on here.
Catch the end of that one after this one.
Heck with that. I'm going home to have a steak.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go home too.
I'm going to go eat. You said you were going to. You just lied to the people, okay? You just lied to the people. That's okay. You don't bother me now.
Hopkins here.
7-1 the score.
That one right down the middle, strike 1.
Have you worked on your Strike call?
Strike.
No, you can't use mine. Okay,
Strike.
You're not gonna. You can call it something different. Give it another emphasis, but Strike.
I
is
think
mine.
I'll always call a strike. Like a strikeout call is what I'll have. Like a ringer up. Ringer up. Strike
in this
3.
particular situation, they get bigger each time because there has not been a ball in between to stop the momentum.
Yeah.
So right here, we'll see what happens.
Pitch from Hopkins. That one skied out shallow center. Trigolo chasing after it. She will get there quite easily.
Easy money, baby. Easy money.
3 innings pitched now for Hopkins, and I think she's just under 40 pitches. Correct me if I'm wrong, John.
Oh, I need to bring that graphic up, don't I? I've been lazy this half inning. There it is. 39 to be specific.
39. Wow, that's very efficient here for Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
0-0 pitch now to Kluss. That one skied out shallow in the infield. Rolla underneath that one.
All day long.
2 outs on 2 pop-outs. Man, it just seems like these innings are going by super fast for Hopkins, being super efficient.
Well, you can't get much more efficient than 2 pitches, 2 outs, Cade.
And with her pitch count now, 40
pitches now, 40 total.
Wow. In the top of the 4th. I mean,
Good
can't ask
stuff.
for anything better than that.
McKenna Drew steps in to the box for the Rangerettes. Swing, lifted to left. Decent. Camping underneath it.
And a corn.
3 pitches, 3 outs
Wow.
for Annabelle Hopkins there.
Wow. Cade, that was pretty awesome.
It was pretty awesome. Went by quick.
Let's just, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. No. Let's not do that. Let's, oh, man. Oh, I can do it that way, I guess. Give me a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. All right. Let's, 1, 2, 3. Okay, play the selected.
Benton's coach and the umpire
Here's
having a little
the,
conference.
Here's the first out of that inning. Right there. Okay.
From Hopkins. That one skied out shallow center.
Let's go to the second
We'll get there quite easily.
out of that inning here on our Sam C. Mitchell replays. Okay, there's the second out of the inning. Now, I know they're a little tougher to see. That's why you need to honestly go home and watch it on your big screen. It'll be a little more pixelated, but
Yeah, and if you have like a Roku smart TV, just open up the YouTube app, search up the Bird's Nest 618, right?
yeah,
on YouTube.
Not yet. We have to get to 50 subscribers.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's a good thing you said that. Go ahead and subscribe now. Find
Yeah.
us, the Bird's Nest WF. Also, go to our Facebook page. Check it out there because you got to scroll down a little bit. There's been a few things happen. Michaela Joyner becoming the Player of the Week.
River, yep.
Yeah, the River Radios, Sports Central, Orthopedic Institute Player of the Week to be specific. But
And then while you're at it, might as well follow you guys on TikTok and then download the app.
Actually, just download the app, and then when you've done that, you'll see all of those buttons. You know, the TikTok, the Instagram, all the different social media platforms. And if you want to know the truth, there's too many of them, Cade. I miss the
think you need
days when
more.
you tuned into 97.7 to listen to the Redbirds. You didn't have to do anything else. That was the simplistic days, which is why we got our app. You just got to go there. You can find all of it in one place. We're trying to bring it all in under a roof.
That one smacked to center field. Man, that center fielder, I don't know if it's something with the grass out there. Having a lot of, seems like the footwork. Kind of missing a beat on a lot of fly balls out there, line drives.
Hey, I'm going to ask Teddy a question.
Okay.
Teddy, what batter is this?
Yeah.
Oh,
James is 3 for 3 now. 2 RBIs.
SI Maintenance cleanup hitter. That's exactly who it is, Teddy. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but we have to know this stuff. What if I go down with a vocal cord injury and you have to be me for the rest of the year, Teddy? You're going to need to know this stuff.
Like this stretch where I'm going to be gone, John's here. I mean, he goes
Teddy.
down with a torn hamstring. You're the next guy up.
Well, don't say that, Cade.
That one.
That ball's going to be popped up on the infield. Nobody going to be able to grab it as I'm going to have a talk with Cade about wishing things into existence. Listen, I got a slow pitch softball season coming
Oh my,
up, buddy.
yeah.
You can't.
Bad timing.
Right. I'm an old person playing softball. You can't wish those kind of injuries on me. Why couldn't it be? I don't know. Bruised hip or something. Is something better than a torn hamstring. Lord.
Ted, do you want to play slow pitch softball?
No. We don't have enough insurance.
Ooh, that one, a slow pitch in the dirt, and James takes off for second. Let's have a Bird's Nest slow pitch softball home run derby.
Did you play slow pitch softball when you were younger, Teddy?
Yeah, I pitcher.
You were the pitcher?
I got hit in the
Yeah.
I got hit in the leg.
That makes a lot of sense now, Teddy. Ball is down.
Does that feel good, Ted? That feel good?
There is nothing in this world that hurts worse than a ball off the knee, a slow pitch softball, man. And I know it's only gotten worse. The balls have gotten better. The bats have gotten better. When I pitched during the league, been 15 years ago, so the bats weren't quite as good as they even are today. You know, they switched to a different core ball too.
Yeah, getting hit by a ball does not feel good.
Never. Ball's out of the zone. It's going to be a walk for Laney Dunston.
I was playing first base in practice one time, and I got hit with a line drive. Didn't even skip the dirt, just straight at me. And we'll say it hit my groin. And yeah,
It did what? Great. What did it do?
It hit me in like the thigh area, upper thigh.
Oh.
That was bad.
It can be worse, probably. For some genders than it would be for others.
I didn't
but
have any
I don't know. Like
I
never have played the game without protective gear on, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like that is not my style. No way.
I never did.
Swing and a miss
That's
by
Ted's a
Keaton
rebel.
Bates. He is a rebel.
Ted the sled.
Bottom of the fourth inning, 7-1 lead for the West Frankfort Lady Redbirds. 10-2 on this season are the Birds. Rangerettes 8-5. That slow pitch goes to shortstop. Toss to third is going to be the first out of the inning.
Good job by Webb over there to know the situation. Get that throw over to third base there.
Get the lead runner. That's what you want to do in that situation, and minimize the damage as much as you can. You're not hearing feedback. You're hearing Grandpa's chair over there. Shot down the third base line is going to go foul just to the left-hand side of the bag. I think it had been any closer that she would have made that play and stepped on third. That had been the second out of the inning. Birds catch a break there, then it goes foul, you know. Rala.
Yeah, James, who just got tagged out there at third, 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs.
She's
can't ask for a better stat
She's
line.
an early nomination for that Papa John's Player of the Game.
Yeah, if anybody would ever comment it.
Listen, it's okay. That ball is going to be that's going to be infield fly rule. The batter's going to be out. Runners advance at your own
risk,
demise, as it were. There, that's what that would have ran into. You'd have ran into an out there. You tried to advance. Annabelle Hopkins. See, I would be me as a coach. I would be of the mindset.
Ooh, another one off the mask.
Yeah, I would be of the mindset that I would advance at any point. If that ball's in the air, infield fly, and I've got a fast enough runner, you got Adeline Trigolo at second. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's something I ask Coach about post game, or just to find out. I don't know if you get an advantage or don't get an advantage in that situation. Ooh. That's a Steve Reich right there on the outside corner, and that slow change up.
Who did Trigolo pinch run for?
That would be Lainey Dunstan.
No, Dunstan grounded into that fielder's choice, which went to the third base.
Okay, then it would have been. She would have been
James.
Would have had to have been James.
No, well,
I don't know.
James is the one that got tagged. I don't know. Maybe it was Dunstan.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Kate, I don't know. I'm trying to keep up.
Back at us there.
I might let you run this clicker here for a half inning. That way you can kind of see how all that plays in. Mm-hmm. That's why I wish you were here this weekend to that Redbird invite. Get you a little time on the system to put in those stats. Everybody sees them here in the nest. Those that are little graphics up there, package up in the upper corner, and
yeah, I've got to run it a little bit, every now and then.
It's a good skill to possess if we're going to do what we do.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that one foul tip back, caught, and strike 3 there. Thomas gets out of that inning 7-1,
unscathed.
Yep, no runs scored there. Are we entering the 5th inning stretch, John?
No.
Is that middle of the 5th?
That's the middle of the 5th. We don't do it for the Rangerettes. We don't want to give them any of our luck.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I think it's this crystal, wherever it went. I think that's our luck.
Is that the luck for today? Okay.
I think it is. We're going to keep this around.
Listen, you do you, okay? You do you. Going to play a couple of these real quick, okay? It's just like this, just so people can know who we are. We'll be right back. We are back in the top of the 5th inning. Lucy Giacconi up to the dish for the Benton Rangerettes. Hopkins still in the circle for the Redbirds. 41 pitches on the game.
That one up and not anything else, just up. And that'll be ball one.
May have been a little bit out. It may have trailed off there at the end. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was too. You're right. You know what? You were right, Cade.
1-0 pitch from Hopkins. That one, going to get in there. Evens things up. 1-1. Hopkins is going to look to get ahead here. That one skied up behind home plate.
Nope.
Or third base. Yeah. Man. It's a very deceiving thing, kind of.
Listen,
Whenever the ball gets hit up, you're just looking at it.
we have talked about this before, and we'll talk about it again. We always want to watch the play and see what happens. That's the thing that I had the hardest time adjusting to, and I'm still not good at it.
Is that one?
As
ball went behind her.
Now, if a runner were on there, would that be
No.
constituted a balk?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, that's a ball.
But the runner could advance.
The
I
runner
presume?
could advance.
Okay.
Correct. It's not a dead ball situation. It's a ball.
You wouldn't want that with a runner at third.
Oh, no.
You'd want that, though. The grounder to short. Toss over there to Russell. 2 away now.
See, that was way better, Cade. That was way better. You utilized the conversation we were in to...
I just dropped the pin.
Did you?
Man.
That's my computer concept pen. I'll grab it after the this half inning.
I'll grab it.
Okay. Well, you can get it after this half. 'Cause
Okay.
You'll miss the 7th inning stretch, though. The 5th inning stretch.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if that's worth it to you, that's fine.
Is that one in there? 0-1 count. Here to start things off for number 14. This Miller? Yep. For Owens, actually. So that one gets down right field. Bates gets in front of that one. Runner on first base. First Ranger hits base runner.
In a minute.
Yeah. A long minute at that.
In a minute. 2 hits so far on this game for the Benton Rangerettes. 2
And,
errors. 9
one
hits
was-
for the Birds.
Both hit, or 3, that's 3 hits now. Both by the Webb sisters and then Owens.
Oh, that looks so much better. I made it a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see that now. I still don't know if you can see it on the phone, but I do know at home, grandmas and grandpas won't have to wear their specs. That ball fouled off a bunt attempt.
A great effort by Joyner to hustle down that line, as well as catcher Laney Dunstan to try to get there to that very short foul ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're expecting that bunt at this point. You see where Joyner's playing. Michaela Shelton is the Rangerette hitter. Bella Miller was the last young lady, and Amelia Owens before her. I've been a little derelict in making sure we say those young ladies' names, so we want to make sure we get them on here.
Bunt shown again by Shelton, but it's pulled back and hit
the Ranger 4x4.
Polaris Ranger.
And I don't know if Dad can fix that, but he could certainly try.
Oh, not even a scratch.
Boy, they're tough, aren't they?
Yeah.
Probably bought that thing at our great friend Glada Chanda.
And that'll be tipped back into the mitt of Laney Dunstan. Strike 3 presented by Remax there for Annabelle Hawkins. 5 innings pitched for her. Only 1 run scored. And I'm going to go under the
He's going to
Hawkins
go
office.
there. He's going to find his pencil or his pen. I'll be back in about a minute.
All right, Redbird fans. Let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. No, it's root for the Redbirds. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. At the old ball game.
Retreat the pin.
I wanted to leave you on there, Teddy.
Let's get some runs.
Man. Did you ever see Ozzy Osbourne's version of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at Wrigley Field?
No.
You need to look it up tonight.
Was Ted's better?
He's not Ozzy Osbourne.
Now, where would you rank Ted's rendition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" amongst others?
Am I okay? You're going to put me on the spot?
I am.
I'm going to say there's room for improvement.
Okay.
I would say that the raw talent he has is unmatched in a lot of places, and but
It just needs
a little bit of
not
coaching,
impressed.
a little bit of help. Ted'll be right up there with Frank Sinatra and that guy that sings Gangnam Style.
Okay.
Thank
You hear
you.
that, Ted?
7-1
I like
to
that.
score.
A little bit of coaching.
Oh my gosh, Ted.
You like that song, Ted?
I love it.
Decent. Who was
A home run there.
had a home run last at
Now you
bat.
got a base hit.
she heard us talking and said that James had a nomination there for our Papa John's Player of the Game, and she wants to get in on that action.
After Ted said that about that song, it made me just picture Ted just sitting in a recliner with some headphones in, just listening to Gangnam Style.
I can't see Ted dancing to Gangnam Style, but I can definitely see him singing to it.
Yeah.
Courtney Russell steps in for the Birds. That's a Steve Reich on the outside corner.
I think the thing has been to pitch her outside there. They've been setting up over there.
That's what they've been doing all game. Pitcher of record, Avery Thomas, still in the circle for the Rangerettes. She's
How many pitches is that for her now?
After that one there, she's at 97.
Got that one caught over there in foul
We
territory.
do want to give a correction. The Rangerettes have 3 hits, not 2.
Yep,
So
3.
thank you,
2.
John Homan and the Southern Illinois, and he's got a book over there. One we should have gotten a book, but I like your paper. Your paper, you're doing your thing, and you need to lay out what you need. Books sometimes are hard for me to read.
Yeah. The one we had for basketball was nice, easy to read.
Well, there's some technology that I'm looking into that actually records all of the stats for you as you go along. An AI technology.
That's
the
really
camera's
cool.
a little more expensive, but I'm thinking about selling one of my children. So Trigolo
I think it's a fair trade.
I think so.
No.
Ball is up and in. Teddy, I would never trade one of my children for gear. I'm trying to see what value you have in you, but they told me a 69-year-old feller ain't worth much these days, so I didn't put you on the open market either.
I'm worth $1 million.
Ted, you are. To the nest, you are priceless, my friend.
3-0 count to Trigolo now.
You giggle, but I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I have
was
learned
about
so
selling
much.
Ted.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, that was
Well, they
was
did.
a
They
strike.
outlawed it in the 19th century. So
selling Ted.
yeah, selling Ted.
Yep.
That's been done for a long, long time.
That one.
We
Probably
did.
five balls right there in
Yep.
that at bat.
We did tell Ted the other day, though, that if we were Batman and Robin, I would be Batman, you would be Robin, Ted would be Alfred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Penguin. I think Ted would make a good Penguin.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes, you would, Ted.
Nope.
It's a depth of character that I
know
don't
what
know
you're
if you can
talking
reach
about.
that depth of the character that what was it, Danny DeVito? He the one that did the Penguin. As Joyner steps in, smacks one down there into the viewing area for the West Frankfort Redbirds.
Lined up over there on that left side.
Yeah, they
fence.
are. I was able to go down and see Jeremy Williams, not a classmate, a couple of years younger than me, but I saw him. I did see one of my classmates, Andy Williams, down there. So Preston Deason was down that line. Coach Hampelman was down that line. Brett James was down that line.
It's my driver's
Kayla
ed teacher.
Joyner is going to get by her,
There you go.
and that's a hit.
Bunt
Hey,
right to
they
the
say-
first baseman. Dodges that tag.
Now, you that particular play, as the coach is going to come out and make the argument,
That she came out
did
of the baseline.
she come out of the baseline or did she
Now, does
take
she
off
have to
of
come
her
out of that
normal
outside white
no,
line?
No, and the rule is if she doesn't take her natural line to the base, and I can see where they're talking about. Okay, I can absolutely see the argument that they're making.
No, I
So I'm gonna-
wondered the same thing as well.
I'm going to wait to see what Fetty tells us. He couldn't see it from there. He was, because of the runners and
he's
the
shaking his
positioning,
head, so looks like the call's going to stand.
it has to stand because he couldn't see it. And I don't believe that the home plate umpire can overrule that. I believe that's a base umpire thing.
Yeah.
But once again, I'm just. I can see, but she didn't veer. She wasn't so
She just dodged
exaggerated
the
that you would
tag.
say, "Oh my gosh, that was egregious." But it wasn't that straight line. She did give it a little bit, but she did never go outside of that given
Yeah.
line that's there. That's.
That's the reason second line.
Well, Fetty can't make that, or the umpire at SEC can't make that call because of that exact reason. There's going to be one.
Oh, close.
There's going to be one at third. That's going to allow the runner to score.
That'll be a fielder's choice there.
Yep.
For James.
No errors on that. It's fine.
I don't have to change
James was already there. And that run scored before that happened anyway. Didn't allow anybody to move up, so... Or it did. It did allow that runner, so it would be an error on the Rangerettes on the throw over because of the runner advancing to third. Cade, excellent point. 8-1 now the score. Birds have up to the plate the SI Maintenance cleanup hitter, Lainey Dunstan. She cues one off the end of the bat. I don't think she'll beat that out. She does not. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. As 8-1 the score. We're going to go into the top of the sixth inning. We'll be back in about 1 minute right here on the legendary WGGH.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in Illinois. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the Illinois High School Association and the Illinois Athletic Directors Association.
All right, welcome back here on the legendary... Oh, wait. Sorry. Let's try that again, Cade. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Welcome back here on the legendary WGGH. A little clarification from the man in white today, not the man in blue, but the man in white.
It's got a blue tint, too.
The coach came out and was actually arguing that the ball, did it hit her coming out of the box, which... And he said that 3 feet is what you get on that, out of that baseline. And she wasn't 3 feet, okay? So,
yeah.
But both of those things, what are you doing?
I think it had us on, like, megaphone or something.
It did?
I don't know.
It shouldn't. No, we're good.
It had something on.
Was it a sound? Was it a...
It was that orange thing.
Is the what?
5.
There's...
5 on the left.
Nothing there, Cade.
It was. I turned it off.
Cade. Cade. Welcome back. Cade and I having an argument up here in the booth, but that's about normal.
Yeah.
Listen, I got to get in prime football shape, and it'll be Bubba up here in the booth with me, and we don't do anything the whole time but fight.
Fuss and fight.
Well, not like swinging fight. I think we're way past that in our lives.
Argue a lot.
J.C. Webb hammers one down the third baseline foul. Hits the Redbird dugout fence, and that's how we start. Top half of the sixth. Cade Patterson
lineup
is going to go ahead and...
for the Rangerettes. And that'll bring up J.C. Webb. I believe she's a senior, I believe.
I'm not sure. It doesn't say on there, but it is J.C. Webb. Malia Webb up next, and Avery Thomas in the hole.
0-1 to Webb. That one
solid shot
out to shallow left. Gets down. Her second hit of the ball game. Rangerettes fourth. And that'll bring up Malia Webb to the plate now, and she'll look to get something going here for the Rangerettes. Down 8-1 in the top of the sixth with this would be their second to last chance to get something going. So top of the seventh. That's it. As long as the Birds hold on to this significant lead, I'd say. Hawkins looks at the wristband. Here comes the pitch from her. 0-0 count. That one too low. Dunstan looked to throw it out a second there, but Webb scattered back over there to first, so no issue there.
Trying something a little different this inning. Our sponsors who go in that carousel around, I put it on the scoreboard, put it all together in one spot there.
Ball two.
See what that looks like. I never know. I'm trying to, I don't know. I wish I had a fence, though, so I could do my advertisers like that.
Yeah.
People's National Bank. Who's that out there? Tree and stump
Jack
removal.
And
I see Jack and Josie's. I see Papa John's. I see Aaron Hopkins. Foul ball out of play.
That one fouled back.
I see Ramey Insurance. And I see IBEW, Local 702. So, Brady's Auto Body, too, up there in center field. I like it.
2-1. That one fouled back again. And it is off the... I don't know, looked like it bounced off something. Not sure. But 2-2 count now. Hopkins back in it here with no one away here in the top half of the 6th inning.
56 pitches on the game for Hopkins.
Yeah,
give or take. Listen, we were wrong about a hit for the Rangerettes, so take that with a grain of salt. That's about right where it is, give or take. So I do know the Rangerettes pitcher over 100 pitches at this point.
That one hit out towards right field. Bates chasing after it, makes the grab, and gets that one into James. And Lady Redbirds having one away here in the top half of the 6th, and that'll bring.
I don't know why Russell didn't go back to first.
Yeah.
To field that, because I think Bates was ready to toss it to first to try to double her up. All you got to do is give the throw beater to the bag. So.
Yeah, there was a big lead over there by Webb, so
right.
There was a chance for it, definitely. That one fouled behind us. Ooh.
As she put her hands on her head.
One got pretty close to your car while you were gone, John.
Me?
Yeah.
Did it hit it?
No, it rolled under in between yours and that white truck.
Okay. You know who owns the white truck?
I do not.
The guy who runs Gandy's. So I parked behind him. I'd hope maybe it hit his instead of mine. No, that is Terry Gunner is actually the guy that manages the day-to-day operations. Is that one hit in the air, popped up to Rolla, second out of the inning.
You have 2 away. 57 pitches, right?
59.
59, okay, for Hopkins now. That'll bring up Marley Kluss.
Good job. Excellent. Excellent, Cade. Excellent, Smithers.
Fresh count to Kluss. Hopkins, the wind, the pitch. It's in there. Dunston throws down. And close.
Daughter.
Tag off the helmet there. Good throw by Dunston there.
That's as good as you can get right there. Good as a result as can come out of that besides a tagged out, man. She fast.
0-1 count on
JC
Kluss.
Webb. That's JC Webb. Yeah, she's fast.
Yeah. That's one thing I noticed from that first triple she had. She was moving around the bases.
For sure.
And that one grounded to third. Joyner has it, throws over to Russell, and that'll get her. That'll end the inning. And the Lady Redbirds go back to the dugout, looking to do some more work in the bottom half of the 6th. Then they'll go to the top of the 7th and see if they can wrap her up.
No doubt about that.
We'll be back.
Well, here's the thing. We probably just stay here for a second.
Do it.
As I'm catching Teddy's conversation over there, we're going to leave Teddy's conversation out of this for a minute, but the Birds, with 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, will seal this game up.
Really?
For sure. So you have a couple different options. It's not just, you got to come back in the top of the 7th. They're pretty close to that. And I've seen the Birds. Listen, this is a team that scored 11 runs in 1 inning.
Oh, yeah.
11 runs
that Goreville
in 1
game was...
inning. That was against DuQuoin.
Oh, I wasn't at the DuQuoin game.
No, I know. I know. I went there.
That was 14.
And if I didn't have to come back and see the high school musical at the Marion Civic Center for the Marion Junior High, I would have had Alongi's that night.
Yeah.
My friend Matt Cannon came over. He lives in DuQuoin. Of course, Matt Cannon, legendary broadcaster for WGGH and the Johnston City Indians. And so I went over and I had my good friend Matt come up, and we sat and reminisced, and he was who I started broadcasting with.
Oh, really? How long have you, when did you
When I started doing this play-by-play and that kind of stuff for high school sports was about 6 years ago.
Oh.
5 or 6 years ago, Matt Cannon and I and the Johnston City Indians, and man, it's a blast. It's been a blast. Maybe it was a few years before that. It may have been 19 that I started, but...
So you never had any, interest in this when you were younger?
I guess you could say 1994, 95 when I worked for Art Smith. I don't know if you know who Art Smith was, but Art Smith he laid down the groundwork for what we do here in the Nest. He was the station manager of WFRX in West Frankfort, 97.7. And, man, I learned a lot in those couple years working for him in high school. I was just a kid, but... Art, what I learned from him was how important the relationships are that you build with your advertisers. Not because I'm trying to make all these sales for them, okay? Because it's our job to tell people about folks. It's the business's job when we bring the people to you for you to make the sales. You know what I mean? I can't be worried about that end. So I just learned so much about relationships and the business from Art Smith. It's a Steve Reich on the outside corner.
Yeah, close one there, brought back in by Drew.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
For sure. Oh, go ahead, Teddy. What'd you say?
He's a great guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy.
His
Ron
son,
Clem and Bruce Faisal, and they had a host.
Oh, that one turned on left center. That one will get down for Bates.
Here we are chatting, and
she'll stroll into second with a big double.
She's bombing it. She waited all day on that pitch to get home.
Yeah, she didn't get in front of it, didn't let the front shoulder fly open. Just good piece of hitting there.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out on the Sam C. Mitchell replay here.
Way high.
Yeah, turned on that one.
Yeah, she waited and waited and waited. Smacked that.
Swung it like a sword. It worked though.
Steve Reich on the outside corner.
No one out and runner in scoring position now. Rolla up to the plate. It's Bates' second hit of the game.
Got our little visitor here in the booth.
Is it a wasp?
It's a dirt dauber, I think.
We had a wasp in my 8th hour class today.
And even if it is a wasp, I don't care.
Another one. Rolla hits that one and foul.
Yeah. Fiddlesticks. Birds have done that twice now. 2 hitters in a row where they're waiting on that slow curveball.
Well, they've seen it, pretty much not every at-bat, but she's thrown it quite a bit here in this game, and I'm sure if it's a player that's seen it, multiple times throughout the game, they'll know to wait on that and smack it. Or you can do that, get it out to shallow center, and that'll hold Bates at third. And now we have first and third after Rolla's single.
0-2. Hey, that was an 0-2 count and a hit. So that's big. Good job there for Rolla.
1 for 4 now, her first hit of the game.
Up next, AB, or officially known as Annabelle Hopkins. See? That's what they said. Come on, AB. See? Not the only one.
Let's do a 3-run home run here.
Let's do it. Oh!
Or hit us.
I was ready. Although I don't know why I put up my opposite hand. Like I always put up, instead of putting up my left hand, which is what I catch with, I put up my right hand. I don't know. Maybe that's because that's where it was at, the side. I don't know. One of these days I'm going to catch one out of the booth, though.
You will. I'm sure.
It'll
put your hand out and it'll fall
one of
over.
those. Yeah. Ball is up and out of the zone. That allows Rolla to move up 60 feet. Hopkins now in a prime position to bring in a couple of birds with a swing of the bat here. And then, you know who's after her? Jenna Deason.
The culprit of that home run from earlier.
Or, as I like to call her, Jenna, I hit dingers.
Oh, yeah.
Deason. Okay. I mean, I used that for Laney, so it was a little cheap, I know. But that's because I couldn't think of anything else on the fly. I'll have something written by tomorrow, don't worry. Ball is foul.
Ooh,
and it
right
hit the tire on the GMC.
I want to see glass break, man.
No, you don't want to see glass break.
I'm
Cade. You want to see my hamstring in peril? You want to see glass break? You just want to see the world burn. Cade. That's a good quote from a movie.
Another one. That one's going to be in play at least. Oh, she trips over the bat and doesn't
foul.
make it. Okay.
That's foul.
It looked like it landed in play.
It did land fair. However, Cade, she didn't make contact with it. The ball went into foul territory. Doesn't matter where it lands if it's not past the base. That ball went foul. It's a foul ball. Good call. All that's right. The world is as it should be.
Come back.
Because Ted says something I couldn't quite get it.
That ball's foul. Oh, things off the top.
That is the red 4x4. Oh, that's not good. That was right on the top.
Yeah.
There's been quite a few.
Oh, I think that's our buddy from before the game's truck.
That's Oh no.
Man, why did Pat
listen? That's what. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
She puts one out into the parking lot again. as Annabelle Hopkins, not only the slayer of the Rangerettes, but the slayer of several hoods.
Let's get a hood count on this at bat.
No doubt. Now, $9,000 in damage so far. Oh my goodness.
One at bat.
Cues it. It's going to be an out.
She heard me say, I want to see glass break, and took that to heart.
No doubt. Yeah. Way to go, Cade. Meanie.
She'll look to get a hold of another one, send it for a ride out there.
Let's see what she can do, baby. Come on.
I bet you're pretty confident coming up after you hit a home run.
Well, you got to be.
Be like your bat's like 3 foot wide.
Well, I mean, you feel different, I imagine. I never hit one I hit them inside the park. Never hit one out. Until I got to slow pitch. It's a ball outside as the pitcher of record is Avery Thomas. She's still in the circle, and she's at 123 pitches.
Looks like we're going to get 2 complete games out of both of our pitchers here, and out of Thomas, despite them warming up a pitcher out there.
Well, the Rangerettes may not have, anybody else that really
Maybe
pitches.
they were just playing catch. Who knows?
A lot of teams are that's kind of the way they are. They got one solid pitcher, and then they have 2 or 3 girls who can throw some strikes, but not going to have the same pop or velocity as your starter. That ball's a little bit low.
Thomas does have a good amount of velo there on her pitches.
Because we're going to check our Facebook feed and kind of see where we're at. Oh, that WGGH there. What's that mean? I don't want to see that.
That one hit out towards left, and that's going to get through, and that'll bring one home, and now Rawl is going to round third. And she'll come home, and that'll put Jenna Deason into second base. 5 RBIs for her today.
Wow.
And she might have solidified herself as a key candidate for that Papa John's Player of the Game.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to go against her.
It is tough. Brett Dunstan is going to win that Drew's Dog Dinger. He put that in. He put Jenna Deason. Dunstan, you're going to get a hot dog from our friend Jason Smith at Drew's Dog House.
Accounted for 5 or half of her team's runs.
Rick Webb says the Webb girls are my cousins.
Ooh, that one inside. And Deason's going to head to third, and she will be
She's there.
In there.
Don't try to go nowhere. As you see the score now, 10-1. Birds just need one more run. That run is just 60 feet away as Deason got herself a strawberry, it looks like. Either that or that left knee a little torqued.
As Russell steps out, she'll dig back in the box. Same for Thomas in the circle. And that one, charge foot into that one out towards left center. It is caught.
Oh, that was a really nice catch
by Shelton, but that'll bring home that 11th run.
Batter out on the field, but a run for the Birds, and that's going to be it for the ball game. Birds going to take it in mercy rule here in the bottom of the 6th. They score 3, and they beat the Benton Rangerettes here at Veterans Memorial Field.
That they do.
We are moving into our commercial-free post-game here in the Bird's Nest, powered by the legendary WGGH via the Hopkins Law Booth. Go ahead, Kate. Let's get straight to our totals.
Okay. Yeah, Tricolo 2 for 3, 1 RBI, 2 walks, 2 for 2, 2 walks for Joyner. And then 2 for 3, 1 walk for Joyner. 3 for 3, a fielder's choice, 2 RBIs for Reese James. 0 for 2, 0 walks for Dunstan. Then Bates, or actually 1 walk for Dunstan. And then Bralla, 1 for 4, no RBIs there. Bates was 2 for 3. And then Hawkins, 0 for 3. Decent 2 for 2, home run, 5 RBIs. And then Russell, 1 for 3 with that 2 RBIs now with that last one. And then you go on to the pitching game. Bill Hawkins, 6 innings pitched of just 1 run earned, 2 hits allowed, or 3 hits allowed, excuse me, throughout the going, with only 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, and 1 batter allowed on balls.
Let's talk a little bit about our Papa John's player of the game, and we're going to give you 3 people that could have been there. Okay, we're only going to give you 1, but 3 that we see that could have been there.
I think the 3 are
Hopkins complete game. Hopkins complete game, 3 strikeouts, lowered her ERA.
Only 1 run earned through complete game
into this game. Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then we'd have to go with James.
Yeah, absolutely.
3 for 3, 2 RBIs there, and then. The big hitter.
But Jenna Deason is just too strong today. Jenna Deason was just too much for the Benton Rangerettes. She put on a show. What was her numbers?
2 for 2, a walk, 5 RBIs, and a home run.
There you go. Jenna Deason, your Papa John's player of the game. We appreciate each and every one of you watching today. All of our fans here in the Bird's Nest. Of course, you're not fans of the Bird's Nest. Let's not be.
Fans of the Redbirds.
You're fans of the Redbirds. And I'll tell you what, there's no bigger fans of the Redbirds than the Bird's Nest, especially on the day that you beat the Rangers. I'm going to change what I say here at the end.
Ted, what do we have in the baseball game? Do you have that up there? We can check. Maybe we'll get a clean sweep.
Give him an update. As Ted, the legend Wren, was here in moral support today.
Still.
Oh, boy. You know what? You guys talk down there. Go ahead. You guys just...
Okay. It looks like it's... Hold on, Ted. Let me see this.
Go ahead.
It is... Let's see the score. 3-2. West Frankfort up in the bottom of the 5th there.
All right.
Over at Bill McKee Field. So
you got time.
There.
You got time. Make it down to Bill McKee Field.
That'd be
hopefully,
Redbird's second win of the season.
Let's go.
Here's your phone back, Ted.
Let's go.
But we improved to 11-2 on the season here for the Lady Redbirds. Player of the game, Jenna Deason. And
going to change up what we say here at the end just a little bit. All right? Sometimes I say a bad day at the lake is better than any good day at work. Today I'm going to say anytime you can beat the Rangers, it beats any day.
It does.
Thanks for tuning in today, folks. We'll see you next time. As always, goodbye.
Go Redbirds.
Go Birds.